Hello, I am Dr. Heather Neal. I am co-founder and CEO of Global Nutritional Healing, and I'm here today with the other co-founder.
Hi there, I'm Joy Feldman, co-founder and director of Global Nutritional Healing. And today we have a wonderful guest with us, Eva Vennari from Los Angeles, California. Welcome.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So, Eva, what brought you to mineral balancing?
A desire to not take drugs and realizing that listening to doctor was barking up the wrong tree. So
Is that the short of it?
that's the short of it. Yeah. After a serious amount of time searching for answers for my chronic illnesses, and they kept mounting. When you go to the doctor for, or at least when I did, when I went to the doctors, several of them, they wanted to take my blood and tell me what was wrong, and half of them said, "There's nothing wrong with you. It's all in your head," and the other half were like, "Well, you've got Epstein-Barr, and you've got a problem with your immune system and immune response, and you've got mono, this and that." And I'm like, okay, fine. But what do I do about it? Oh, there's no cure for chronic fatigue. There's no cure for anxiety or insomnia or depression. There's only medication. I just didn't want it. I think that the body is so perfect in design. If you give it what it needs, it can heal itself. And I just had a present, like, guiding light in that thought. If I do that, then my body will take care of me. But I didn't know the what. What does the body need?
Right. That's the hard part, because that's what people, even myself, and I'm sure Joy, you look for answers and you might try all these different things and you're still not hitting the mark.
Yeah.
So exactly how do you find what the body needs, right?
Yeah. And I am for Google at the time, which was not quite as helpful then as it is today. It didn't go, "Oh, do you need mineral balancing?" It didn't do that, although it might today. Back then, I put in a search string that included all of my symptoms, and I came across this article that, to the person who didn't have the issues, it would be a boring article, but it was super long, very, very long, detailing here's what it would feel like in your body. This would be your experience if you were out of balance in your minerals. This is what you'd have if you were copper toxic. This is what you would experience if you had toxic metals in general built up in your body. And I was just enthralled. I was immediately, what, this is me. They're talking about me. This is my body. This makes sense to me.
Yeah, Eva, if I can ask you, from when you started the program, about how long did it take you to feel a change,
I would
an
say,
improvement?
yeah, my very first sensation of healing came when I was able to grieve my grandmother.
Mm.
And that
You
was
have the energy. You
the
finally
energy.
have the energy.
Yeah, it was also an awakening of a spiritual gift I didn't know that I had at the same time. 2 weeks into the program, so that's pretty quick. 2 weeks
Mm.
in my world, that's quick.
That is.
Yeah, I woke up and had a visual. So in the theater of my mind, I could see her face in front of me. And from that, I could feel a sensation of a certain kind of energy leaving me. And it was just emptying, like I was being poured out. And it was grief. I realized what it was in the moment. In about 5 minutes, I was healed from holding on to and not having the energy, like you said, not having the energy to grieve her, which she had passed away 7 years prior.
Mm.
And I remember being at her funeral thinking, God, I can't cry. What's wrong with me?
Mm.
Yep. You need energy to cry, you need energy to feel, all of that. Yeah. And you do think there's something wrong. You're like, I should be really sad right now, right?
Yeah. And instead, there was a hardness of the emotions. There was a robotic, I'll do what I can, and a limit. I knew I had a limit to here's how much energy I have. And if I go up to that, I'm going to tire myself out even more. So I'm only going to live up to here.
Right.
And so I felt
Exactly.
very aware of it.
Oh, gosh. That's
Mhm.
So what kind of symptoms were you dealing with? Like
Oh,
adrenal fatigue and
yeah, without having a name to put to it, like adrenal fatigue, the doctors were saying it's chronic fatigue, anxiety, insomnia, depression. Those are the happy couples. They all go together, right?
okay.
And then you can add to that IBS, itchy skin, heart palpitations, arthritis, osteoarthritis, which might have been misdiagnosed now that I look back on it, because they told me I'd be in a wheelchair by the age of 35 when I was 29. I was infertile, which reversed within 9 months. I had things I forget, including short-term memory loss. But yeah, 30 different symptoms that were all cataloged and documented, but I can rattle off the first 10 with ease. And I can tell you, I no longer have any of them.
That's
Phenomenal.
really good.
Yeah.
So Eva, how do people find you if they want to work with you?
Best way is to go to my website, and that's theelevateinstitute.com. All kinds of ways to connect. I just launched a new apple a day, I call it. It's advice every day in your calendar or in your email that will overcome, or if you let it, it will, all of that junk that advertisers throw at us, right? You've got the natural healing, which we know about, but takes time. That's us. And then you have the miracles, which, you know, that's far and few between. And then you got all the trends and fads that are basically a cat dressed up like a unicorn. So I help you overcome all of that, the cats dressed up like unicorns, with the apple a day. And that's free on the website. You can get used to the idea of what we're talking about here with natural healing.
Exactly. I'll make sure to link your information with this, Eva. And lastly, what are the benefits of becoming a practitioner and taking the course?
So many. It ingrains in the mind that we are this beautifully designed body. And when we learn how to tap into it, which is what the program teaches you to do, how do you tap into how the body heals and then teach others how to do that? That's very gratifying. So the benefits are, you get educated, you then have the support of a full team behind you, so that you're not just on your own. Everything from how to read the analysis itself, how to do it, all the way to, I've never done business before, where do I start with that? So
Right. Yes.
it's answered in global nutritional healing. So that's the huge benefits.
Yep. Yes, definitely.
Thank you for saying that. We're very
Well,
lucky to have you as part of our practitioner group, and
our team also too.
yes.
Eva is a part of our global nutritional healing team. She's our Joy, you came up with, what is the name? Do you remember, Eva? I love it.
Your title?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's on my LinkedIn profile.
I love it. I love it.
I do too. I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I love it. But I don't remember it. Hold on.
We're looking, because I don't want to give it away what she does.
Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that.
Is it business growth consultant or something like that?
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. Business growth.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just came to me all of a
She
sudden.
can market. She's done marketing in this field. Our very own, this is for hair testing and hair mineral analysis testing, you know, the mineral balancing programs.
Yeah.
She understands the market. So we're very fortunate to have her as part of our team.
Yes.
I understand what makes people's eyes glaze over and walk away from you.
And
And how to switch that. So they go from leaning in and throwing you their credit cards. That's the difference.
Right. Just talk about science all day, right? That was my problem, talking about science all day.
Yeah. Not everybody geeks out on those things like we do.
Yeah, right. Well, Eva, it was so nice to have you, and we have you, a wonderful practitioner, and also our business growth consultant.
Honored to be a part of that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.